Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with a new video on Python programming. In today's session, I'm going to show you that how you're gonna use the concept known as data hiding in Python programming with your classes and objects. Now let's get started and let's see how to do that. Alright, so to do that, let me just create a new script so that I can show you how you can use the data hiding. Alright, so for that, firstly let me create a class so that I can show you that what exactly I'm going to do. For example, let's say I'm going to create a class and the class name is fruit, and after that here I have to create one attribute which is named as count. For example, the value of count is 5, and here I'm going to create an init method, and in here let's say print object created, right? So this is what exactly I have done right now, and with this what will happen is my class is created, and now what I can do, I can create an object with respect to this class which I have created. Or let's say this is a very simple class which I'm creating right now. So let's say I'm going to create an object, and you know how to create the object for that. Now open the bracket. In that bracket you don't have to pass anything, and in fact we have the self argument which is directly pointing you towards the class name which is fruit. I have created the object. Now for that, let me show you obj dot count. So right now you can see I am having an attribute named as count, and now after creating an object outside the class, I will be able to call it with respect to the object which I have created, and I will be able to access the attributes. Now let me just run this, and you can see with this line in which you are creating an object, you can see you have created an object, and based on that init method is automatically called, which is calling, or let's say which is running this command which is print object created. So you can see object is created, and in the second line you can see obj.count. So now I'm able to access the count variable with respect to this, and you can see this is the value of count. So this is how I have just called that. Now for example, I have to hide this data because currently what is happening is I'm having this attribute, and that attribute is count. Now what I want to do is I want to use the concept known as data hiding, for which I just want to hide this data. I don't want that anyone can access the data which I have stored inside the attribute named as count. I don't want anyone to access it outside of the class. So let me tell you how should I hide this data. To hide this data, you have a very simple thing, that is just change the name. And how should I change it? Just add double underscore before the name of your attribute. Now what will happen? You will not be able to access the variable directly like this. So let me run it now. So you can see fruit object has no attribute count, and you have got an attribute error. So that means now you will not be able to access it like this. Now you must be thinking, definitely we have changed the name of count to double underscore count, so definitely I can't access this directly. So maybe I will be able to access it with double underscore count. So let me try that as well. So you can see attribute error, fruit object has no attribute double underscore count. So that means now you will not be able to access the data directly like this. So that means what I have done, I have created this attribute as a private attribute so that you cannot directly access it. Now if I have to access that data, then how should I access it? So to access that, what exactly you have to do is you just have to type single underscore and now the class name. So the class name is fruit, then double underscore the name of this attribute. So what is the name? The name is count. So now when I will be running this command, when I will be executing this method, then what will happen? Now you can see you didn't get any error. Instead, now you are able to access the data. Now you are able to access the hidden data that you have hide using the double underscore. So this is the way how you can hide the data. Now Currently I'm just talking about a simple variable which is containing a very random value. Similarly, for example, I'm talking about, let's say, the credentials of a user for any social media website. So there your username and password are very highly confidential kind of data, and you don't want that data to be accessible by anyone, because you know what will happen if anyone can access to your data. Definitely they can get the unauthorized access to your social media platform. So definitely you don't want that, right? So that is why, and that is how we can hide our data, and we can access the data only if we actually want to access that, not anyone. So this is how we can hide the data, right? So this is the way how you can do this. And now I hope you have got a proper understanding for this, but still if you are facing any difficulties in understanding the topic, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. I will be really happy to help you if in case you have any doubts. So that is it for today. Now if you have liked this video, do click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos from our channel. So till then, bye bye and happy learning.